Welcome back to the O-Gauge Evolution Podcast, Episode 10, and we're going to do something completely different today. I know you guys are used to listening to me talk with Salty or Sid or people like that, but we have a guest today. He's pretty cool. He's got quite the title. He is the retired terminal yardmaster and past national TCA president, Kevin Quinn. Kevin, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, Zach, how you doing? Thanks for having me on tonight. Very kind of you.
Absolutely, man. Thanks for taking time out of your day to come hang out. And
not a problem. This is great. I love it. But I am gonna fix my title though.
Oh, you gonna fix it? Did I mix it up? I messed it up.
I'm gonna help you out here.
All right, hit me.
I am now retired after 33 years on the railroad. Okay, I was the terminal yardmaster for Hoboken Terminal for New Jersey Transit.
All right.
And I am currently now the past national TCA president. I'm done. I was impeached.
So I have an impeached president with me, boys.
Yes, you do.
Impeached president.
Yes, you do.
That's awesome. That is awesome. That's awesome that you embrace it, and you can laugh about it. And,
and I'm representing.
Yeah, you got the Mets on,
Because I know you're a Braves guy.
I know it, man. You're the first Mets guy that I've had on the podcast, so. Hey, it's better than the Phillies, It's better than the Phillies. That's the way I look.
Anything's better than the Phillies. Philadelphia. Sorry, guys. If you're from Philly area, sorry.
No,
I've been a Met fan since 1970.
It's been a rough time for you, hasn't it?
Yes. Yes, we know sorrow when it hits us. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
No, it's all fun, I like to give the Mets guys, a little bit of a hard time.
Some of these kids probably weren't even born yet.
Yeah, since the last time they won a World Series, definitely a lot of those guys are no. Oh man, that's good times. That is good times.
Yes.
So, well, Kevin, I figured we'd have you on because I know a lot of people know you. Your name has obviously been pretty popular here as of the last couple weeks in the train world, anyways. And you've always been super cool with me. You've always talked to me at York, treated me like just a normal guy. You didn't give me a hard time for being a young guy running around a train show or anything crazy. And you've always embraced the fact that the YouTube guys were there and all the social media people were always there. And you've always been very kind and open and said we could use the TCA museum and stuff to make videos or whatever we wanted to do. And I don't know if that offer still stands since you're now impeached, but
we'll have to ask.
Yeah, well, maybe you got some contacts.
I might know a few people.
Yeah, absolutely. But so real fun fact for the people listening. The very first thing that Kevin ever said to me, I was standing there with Sid. We were in the Orange Hall in front of the Metka booth. He walks up and he says, guys, you don't need the TCA. And we both kind of looked at each other. And we're like, you're right. But so Kevin, I will always remember that when you said that to me, because I thought it was very honest of you to say that. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it is what it is. But the fact remains, that we still try to honor the history of model railroading, with the TCA and the train show or whatever. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. How did you become the TCA president to begin with?
All right. Well, let's start back when I was probably 4 or 5. Let's go with 4 years old. My father got me into the trains.
All right.
Most of our history in this hobby, and it's a great hobby, guys, gals. It's a fantastic hobby. You'll be broke, but it's a fantastic hobby. Okay, that's just the reality of it. But yeah, my father started me there, and it just grew. It just grew to now. You can only see a piece of my tin.
Yeah.
My guys call it tetanus, because I'm smaller what you guys got now, Tupperware.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. So, but yeah, I started and I educated myself as a young guy, and I stayed with the hobby. He had a layout, and he had post-war from when he was, even though he was born in the late 30s, he had post-war. My grandfather, his father, had a post-war set, which I still have today. It's on the shelves in the basement.
That's
so
awesome.
I have his train, which I think is important for any family to have a connection to how they started to this hobby, especially if it's a family member.
Right.
I think that's very important to keep going. You keep the tradition going in the family. So, but now it's morphed into. I've gotten away from post-war a long time ago, and as you can see behind me, there's a lot of metal, a lot of tin.
Yeah.
I collect Ives, early Ives, early Lionel or a classic Lionel, and I've amassed quite a bit. If you ask my wife, she'll tell you too much. She enjoys it too. I'm very fortunate. I got to say, I'm very fortunate. I have a wife that's very supportive of the hobby.
I met your wife. Your wife seemed,
yes, you did. You met Renee.
Seemed
Yeah.
very nice and very supportive of it. So
Yes. Yeah.
So what made you switch from post-war to tin plate? Because I know tin plate is a whole different world.
Look at this. It's got character.
It does have character. Yeah.
All right, it's got character.
Yeah.
Okay, whereas I mean, there's no plastic I'm in my office,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no plastic in this office. It's all metal.
Nice.
Everything in this office is tin,
That's awesome.
and it's all real. It's all original. I don't deal with reproductions or nothing like that. No reissues. Everything is authentic.
What year did you switch?
When did I switch? Oh, it's gotta be. Oh, 30 years ago? I don't know. Probably.
Oh, wow.
Renee, we've been married. Yes, I said that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Like
Because there's a reason why, because she, like I said, she's very supportive,
yeah.
but she likes the tin plate also because they look like toys.
They do.
have the colors, okay, as opposed to, a piece of plastic. You hit a piece of plastic, as opposed to tin.
Yeah.
It's a little different. A little different. Just, you know what? Personal preference.
No, absolutely.
And Zach, that's another thing. And I don't know where everybody's scrolling or who's hanging around, but that's what's great about this hobby. You can buy, collect, operate, whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. It's a block of wood with wheels on. It don't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter as long as you like it. If you like it, you buy it. Period.
So see, my thing.
Collect it all. I know a couple guys who have tried to collect it all. They've come close.
That's
but they
crazy.
don't have it all.
That is crazy. My thing with tin plate is
buy what you like, collect what you like, and operate what you like.
Right, right. And my thing with tin plate is I can't tell when tin plate's real or if it's fake or if it's been repainted. I don't know how to tell what I'm looking at. Like when I go to train shows, I see tin plate. I'm like, I don't know if that's real or not.
It's like, you got to know your subject.
Yeah.
Okay, it's guys who collect cars, automobiles, antique automobiles. You got to know what's a real part and what's been a repro part.
Mm-hmm.
You got to differentiate. You just have to know your product. And if you go to, you mentioned York, the Ives Society, which I'm a member of also. The Ives Society has a meeting there. They call it a meeting, but it's a get together. And guys bring stuff, and they educate you, or they explain it. They talk about the pieces, the history of it, how it evolved,
right?
Variations, because you got guys out there who are rivet counters and all these other. No, I got to have 7,000 variations of the same piece.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Right. But or you come out to opportunities like this, venues like this. What you do, Zach, educate.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of other social media guys, that content creators out there that just educate the product, because what's sitting behind you, I know nothing about. I'm going to give you a quick story. I don't know if this will. I mean, I got a lot of stories. I could
No.
sit here for hours. And I mean, you thought you were going to talk a lot. You ain't going to talk. I'm going to take up the whole thing. Okay, we're at the York and the Orange Hall out front, and if you guys know the Orange Hall, Kevin Davis from the LCCA, who's also a TCA member, sets up Kids Creek Railroad. Phenomenal. What an amazing layout he sets up there.
Yeah.
And what he does, he sets it up, and the kids come by, and he puts the remote in their hand. What better experience is there than that? Putting the remote, giving the power of running these trains, operating these trains, then to the kid. Okay? So I'm standing there, and I'm doing my thing at the booth. I'm promoting, doing my thing, which is what I always did. Always out shaking hands and talking to people like you. I just got in your face and
Yeah, absolutely.
And said what I said. So, so this kid is there, and I'm watching. I mean, no big deal. Like second nature to this kid. And I'm sitting there going, "What the hell is he doing? I have no idea." This kid's got a remote in his hand, and Kevin standing up, friends, man, he's making fun of me. Look at the dinosaur. I can't nap that. So I go up to the kid, says, do you know how to operate? I says, no. I says, can you show me? This kid could have been 10, 12 years old. He put it in my hand, the remote, and showed me how to operate the layout off the remote.
Nice.
So, yes. Can the old guy learn? Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's because a kid showed the dinosaur how to operate what's behind you. Yeah.
Yeah. That layout is pretty cool, and I do know that he lets kids run those engines and stuff.
I mean that story is few and far between, but it happens.
Yeah, absolutely, and every time that I've been there, he always has engines that I want on that layout. Like he has that 777 nickel plate Burke, the blue and silver one. I'm like, thanks, dude, just flaunt that in my face. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it is really cool to see people that do stuff like that, and I think all of us, whether it be the social media guys or even yourself or me or anybody, could always take a little bit of time out and help educate the
absolutely
other people that don't know.
You've got to pass the knowledge off to the next generation. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to teach the income. I am not the future.
What do you mean you're not the future?
You're retired. No, I'm not the future. Okay. The younger generation, even younger than yourself. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how old you are.
I'm 41 now, Kevin. I'm 41.
Yeah, and you got Greg.
I know.
Okay, congratulations. All right. So, but I'm talking to younger kids. Yeah. I'm talking the guys in their 20s. Yeah. People are new. You've got to get them involved because otherwise life gets in the way and you got to navigate through life. Hopefully you come back to the hobby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hopefully you come back like most of us have.
Yeah, because, I've always said, it's easy to get a kid to like trains. It's real easy to get them to like trains. It's hard to get their parents to pay for the trains, and then it's hard once the kids get to, like, video games, cell phones, once they get onto, like, high school and the girls and the cars and things come around. It's hard to keep them in it then, but, like, hopefully you can retain it and come back in your mid-20s once you get a job, and you can start your own collection or whatever you're trying to do, But
you can live out of your car. And your house has the trains.
Yeah, that's it. You got to make sacrifices sometimes.
You rent an apartment for your layout. I mean,
because
priorities.
The one thing about this hobby is, everybody says, oh, you can just get a couple engines and you'll be happy. That nobody in this hobby I know does that. Everybody I know has collections. Looking behind you have a nice collection of tin plate right there. I have walls full of modern stuff sitting here,
Yes,
so
you do.
It doesn't matter.
I've seen your other videos, and I've seen all that stuff. And I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, man.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to say that.
No, you can cuss on here, bud. This is for adults. You can cuss on here. It's fine. But or as you like to say, you use the vernacular. I've heard you say that.
Yes, before. I do use the vernacular.
I do. I like when you say
probably more
that.
than I should.
No, you're fine, man. You're fine. Oh man. So well, there goes that. So I just shocks me, that to meet people that like yourself that have switched from post-war and then went back to tin plate, went to an older generation of trains because, now I feel like the new trendy thing to do is because of people like Eric Siegel and RBP, you got these big YouTubers, everybody kind of gravitates toward what they do, which is obviously not the old tin plate or even post-war. It's all the old, the new modern stuff. So I find it interesting that you decided to go back to older generations of trains.
Yeah, a long time ago. Yeah. I always liked it, so I stayed with it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, since you have developing news that you've since been impeached, what does that mean for you in the hobby, like going forward? Since obviously you said you won't be at York anymore,
What does that mean for me?
Yeah.
Nothing's going to change. I'm still going to be around.
So are you still going to attend train shows? Just not TCA
As
shows?
a matter of fact, be it for
Edison?
those guys in the Northeast area. I'll be at Kingston. End of the month, I'll be at Greenberg. Then I'm going to be hanging out with the home division.
Okay.
I'm with my homies in Greenberg. You know what I'm saying? I'm hanging out with them. So I'll be at the Greenberg show. And then April 11th, shameless plug. Metropolitan. April 11th is the East Rutherford show.
Okay.
With partners in New York Society of Model Engineers. Okay. These guys, now you want to talk about a club. Okay. If they weren't 100 years old, I wouldn't even mention it. But guys are 100 years old today. They're the oldest club in the country.
That's amazing.
100 years old in this hobby. Mind-blowing.
That is amazing.
Yep.
What kind of club does that? What kind of trains they operate? Is it 10
They operate two-rail.
Oh.
2 scale and HO. They have their own building.
Mm-hmm.
They have a massive HO layout, and they have a massive O scale layout.
Right.
And it's really phenomenal. They open it up on open houses and so forth, and that's how they do their fundraising. They do the show with the Metropolitan Division, and they open it up for the people who come to the show. And you walk down because where we have the show is like 200 feet away from their building.
Oh wow.
You walk 200, 300 feet, and you walk into their building, and you walk in for nothing.
Yeah, that's 100-year-old.
It's really cool, and they're talented. These guys, old school craftsmen, talent. Quarter-inch to the foot type thing.
Yeah. They're the hardcore guys. The two-rail guys.
They look real.
Guys.
The stuff looks real, as opposed to the fantasy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not that hardcore about it. I like to have a little bit more fun. But those guys are they're impressive. Like when you see those guys that do two-rail or the really detailed HO layouts, you look at them, you're like,
scale.
You guys are on a whole different level than me, man. I'm just trying to have fun run trains.
Yes. Yep.
Are you close to where? I know you're in New Jersey. Are you close to where the New Jersey High Railers' new location is?
I am close. I was close when they were in Paterson. 7 minutes, depending on traffic.
Oh wow!
Depending if I hit the light around the corner, that was all. So, but I was real close to that. But now they're in Boonton, so now they're about 20 minutes.
Are you a member of that club as well?
No, I am not.
You're not a member. Okay. Cool.
No, I know a lot of them. I actually probably know most of them.
Yeah.
They're probably on. Some of them are probably on here.
I've met quite a few of them, just from being at York and doing social media stuff. I've met.
They're very good. We are extremely fortunate. We have, and that's something I want to say throughout me, because you asked me before about my how I became TCA president. I pretty much blew you off.
Oh yeah, we'll get back to that. It's fine.
But this will tie into it because a lot of them are TCA members. Probably all of them are. I know pretty much all. And they've been very fair. We are very fortunate to have a lot of clubs here that are really nice people. There's very cool people, very, no bullshit.
Yeah.
No BS. They're just really good people. And I really got to know a lot. Now, you know Stu.
Yep. Stu.
My predecessor, he was METCA president prior to me. And then in 2016, I became METCA president. And I stayed as METCA president until I went to national VP and then national president. So now I'm just a past president. Now I'm you know what I'm doing? I'm running trains, damn it. I'm in my dungeon. I'm running 110, 115-year-old trains on my layout.
Right on. Right. So, how long were you president of the TCA?
I'm sorry?
How long were you president of the TCA?
2 years.
2 years. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a 2-year term. I was 2 years as national vice president, too.
Oh, wow.
No, sorry, 3 years. 3 years as national vice, 2 as national president. Because there was a transition there when we changed the length of the terms, and I got caught up in that.
So now that you are impeached, does that make you the first impeached TCA president?
I hold the badge of honor of being the first national TCA president thrown out.
And I'm so like not to make light of that because like I'm not a fan of that. You
So
know,
you got to laugh somewhere. If you're not, you're gonna end up in a corner in a fetal position.
that's not good either.
Hmm.
You know, I know a lot of guys on social media have voiced their displeasure about that, and you don't like. Obviously, we're not going to touch on a lot of that because there's other things involved in that. But a lot of guys are displeased about that. I know a lot of guys were fans of you and liked you, and you know, a lot of people asked me if I could have you on my podcast and or my stream, and you know, we talked about it. And we decided to do the podcast to keep the live chat out, but I wasn't very pleased with it either, and neither were a lot of my friends. So I do appreciate it that you were open enough to come on and like make light of it a little bit. But
to everybody that's out there, to you and everybody that's out, thank you. I appreciate your support. I got all your phone calls and letters and emails, and I appreciate the kind words. I really do.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. You know, when I reached out to Stu, I 100% expected him when he asked you to like text me back and be like, he told you go to hell. But no, he sent me your phone number.
Yeah, in so many words.
Yeah.
Vernacular.
Yeah, he sent me your phone number, and I was completely shocked that morning. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm calling Kevin Quinn today. So that's how that went down on my side. I was a little bit nervous about the whole thing, to be honest with you. So
I'm really I mean, there's nobody. Some people are afraid to even come up. I've had that, and I don't understand why. I'm very approachable.
Yeah, like every time I've talked to you, you've been super friendly.
You shouldn't be afraid of coming up to me and shaking my hand or telling me to, you know, I'm okay with that too.
Yeah, I think it's
you're going to get it back.
I think it's the New Jersey in you. People don't like the
It
New
must
Jersey.
be.
Yeah,
It must
it's
be.
the
It must
loudness.
be the Jersey. You know, you just, you know, if you're rude, I'm going to give it back to you.
Absolutely, yeah.
And if you're cool, we're going to have a blast.
Yeah, that's the way I operate, man. If you're cool with me, I'm pretty cool with about anybody, you know. So, but there are people that I'm just not cool with. It just happens, you know. I'm sure you have those same kind of people.
It's a personality thing.
Yeah.
It's a personality.
It really is. You know, it really is. So, well, it's good to hear you're not leaving the hobby. Obviously, I didn't expect you to sell your collection.
I'm not leaving the hobby. No, I have made way too many friends out here.
Yeah.
Way too. A lot of them are your friends that are watching here tonight. Content creators. I won't mention them all because I don't leave anybody out.
Yeah, they get mad when you do that.
So many great young people out here that are promoting the hobby.
Right.
And they're doing the right thing. Now, one thing I am going to tell all of you guys out here, all you content creators, all my friends and acquaintances and supporters, now I'm going to challenge you. You guys do great stuff because I do believe you guys right now are the future of the hobby. Okay?
I couldn't agree with that.
You are where it's going. Now, I'm going to challenge every one of you. You guys are doing a great job. Kick it up a notch.
Oh,
Take it to the next level. Take the hobby to the next level. Yeah, don't just sit back on your laurels with your headsets. You know, your Komishigyam things over there, right? Okay? Take it to the next level, guys and gals. Because I know there's a bunch of gals out there, too, that do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we both know one.
Yeah, Peachy, yeah.
And she's very nice, and her husband's a great guy, and, you know, they're just great people. What the hell is that?
Bush Light, sir. We drink Bush Light over here.
Piss water?
Yeah, man. We drink that redneck beer, you know? Can't help it.
No. If that's gay, I should have went and got my bourbon.
Oh, you're probably drinking something fancy tonight, aren't you?
No, unsweetened iced tea.
Unsweetened iced tea. All right.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
I didn't want to break any rules.
No, there's no rules. There's no rules hanging around me, Kevin. Like, we just do things.
We just do things.
Just do things.
Now, I mentioned before, I told you I'm going to cut you off and probably talk more than you tonight.
That's fine.
Saw on one of your videos that was going by, where the hell, I wrote it down.
Oh, hell, this might not be good.
There was a train running around your layout. It had an MTH B&O Pacific on it.
Yep.
I forget the number. No, I'm sorry. It wasn't the B&O Pacific. That was something else.
That's the Pacific right there.
It was a C&O steam, a Chesapeake and Ohio steam engine, 1062.
Yep, it's a Mikado. It's a Lionel Legacy Mikado. That's X.
Is that what it is? Why now? Okay. Well, in that consist, you have a box car. It's green. It's got a girl on it.
Oh,
Susie,
yeah, yeah.
the Susquehanna box car.
Yeah,
Is that the MTH or the Atlas car?
that's the MTH car.
That's a nice car.
Yeah, it's
And the reason why I zeroed in on that, car because like I said, people, as you get older, you start reminiscing of where you started.
right.
And in 1992, 93, I started as a brakeman on the NYS&W.
Oh wow.
Yes.
That's
I was
awesome.
out there throwing switches, making edges, and those cars, I remember not operating, but those cars were sitting in the weeds, rotting away.
Right. That's awesome.
But I got a few of them on my way out too.
It's
Yeah,
one of my.
I do got some Tupperware on the way out.
That's one of my favorite cars, just because of the artwork on it. You know, the girl and stuff, and I like cars from back in the day that have that kind of deco, and it's just cool. It's not just a rail box car running around.
Right,
You know? It's like,
right.
Has character.
GQ, and there's a bunch of us who work there, and we meet for lunch every now and then. We call ourselves, Susie's bastard children.
Nice.
So I worked there from 92, 93 to 96.
Oh wow.
And I left there as an engineer. I was running stack trains to Binghamton, New York.
Nice.
You know Binghamton, New York? You ever been to Binghamton, New York?
I've never even been to New York. I don't think.
But
Maybe
Binghamton,
once.
New York. Since you said I can use the vernacular,
Yep.
Binghamton is like, and no offense to nobody, Binghamton is like the asshole of New York. Okay. I used to run the stack trains out of Jersey up to Binghamton. We'd hand off to a D&H crew, and they would take it to Buffalo, and then they'd hand it off to the NS in Buffalo.
Right.
But we would stay in a hotel and catch the train coming back the next day. So every other day, I was at a hotel in Binghamton.
Yeah.
We can't tell the stories that happen in Binghamton on this program.
Oh man. Nice.
Can't do it.
So let me ask you, what kind of engine did you run when you're an engineer?
Oh my goodness! Now I'm going to go back to as a kid. Back as a kid when my father started me with trains.
Yep.
In my town, the Susquehanna runs through. So my father used to take me down to the track. This is in the early 70s. Okay? In the early 70s, they had 3 Jeep 18s. 1800, 1802, and 1804. They used to, and the speed on the track was, because everything was shredded wheat.
Yeah.
Eyes were shredded. It was a mess. The railroad was a mess. 10-mile-an-hour railroad. Okay? So they would come through town, and that's in the day, early 70s in the day, train would stop. They'd let me climb on the engine, and here I am, a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking, 1975, 76. I'm running a Jeep 18 into the yard, to Passaic Junction, and they'd drill out the cars, and they'd bring me back. My father come pick me up. He'd come back and pick me up
That's cool.
a couple hours later. But again, so then I started running the Jeep 18s for real, and I'm going, holy shit. I ran this kid as a 10-year-old. I ran this as an engine as a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I ran a lot of different stuff. We used to get a lot of run-through power. We'd get a lot of SD40s. The Canadian Pacific SD40, the -2s, they were nice.
Yeah.
They were nice. And then the NYS&W bought SD70s. They bought 3 SD70s. They were Cadillacs.
Like the SD70 Ace?
No, the SD70, what were they, M's, I think they were.
I gotcha.
They weren't I don't believe they were AC traction. They were DC traction.
Right.
But they were good engine. They were Cadillacs.
That's awesome, dude.
Released them out and effed them up.
I've never been like in an engineer's cab or anything.
Well, today it's going to be extremely difficult unless you go to some short line that don't give a crap, because you can't do it on the class ones because there's cameras, microphones. You fart wrong, somebody knows about it. And that's the problem with today, because everybody's got that. Big brother's got to watch every camera. Got to have cameras and everything.
Yeah.
Got to watch. See, even when I was in the tower, and even when I was in the tower, and I first went to the tower, a couple of years after that, they were going to put cameras in the tower. And now I'm in Hoboken. So they were going to put cameras in the tower. I said, look, I told the hierarchy, I said, look, you put cameras in this office, you're going to see things you may not want to see. And then there was this awkward pause,
Right.
and the cameras never showed up.
That's good. That's good. You won that one.
So, well, I mean, nobody wants to. What the hell does see me? Nobody wants to see me. So believe me, they would have saw things
awesome.
that you want to see.
That's awesome. How long were you? How long did you work in the tower?
I went to the tower. I was an engineer for New Jersey Transit from '96 to 2003.
Okay.
2003, I went to the tower, and then I stayed 2003 till 2026.
Oh wow, wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your.
And I
retirement,
retired. 33 years on the job.
Yeah. Congratulations on that, dude. That's
Thank
awesome.
you. Thank you.
That is
I learned a lot. It was a good wife. It was. I mean, yeah. You're on the road when you're on freight. You're home every other day, so it kept the marriage going because you didn't see any. You saw them every other day. It was. He always had a problem with that, but it worked out well.
Yeah, man, that's funny. That is funny, man. I hear people say that, like the drive truck and do stuff like that. They tell me the same thing, So that is it is funny to think about. But that's awesome. I had no idea you were an engineer.
Yes, I was an engineer. Yes.
I don't think because obviously I saw you on Ben's Trains video there, and I don't think
was that not fun.
It was a good video. I enjoyed it.
It was amazing. It was. Let me tell you, here I am. I'm doing my thing. And Jim Gam.
Jim's awesome. I like Jim a lot.
I could hear him in the stairwell. I could smell him because it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm puffing away on a cigar. 8 o'clock in the morning. And they could hear me cursing in the stairwell. So he says, I hear him cursing already. 8:30 in the morning. It was fun. And Ben is a great guy.
Yeah.
It was great. We had a lot of fun doing that. Okay, I've never heard anything about it, so I know people at work saw it.
Yeah.
Because they called and told me about it, and nobody ever said a word. I mean, I didn't care. The place was under control, but they were ecstatic because they know what they got: heritage units.
Yeah.
They got the heritage. They came in on the Erie Heritage Unit.
That's awesome.
And it was a Port Morris train, and they got on in Summit, and they came in on the Erie Heritage. The Erie Heritage train was on the hind end, 4210, and it crapped out. It did. It crapped out. I was laughing my head. Like, get a load of this. The train is broke. They came in all busted up.
Oh man! When I saw that video, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was a little jealous. I'm like, I want to go in the tower. That looks awesome.
I don't think I mentioned it to you. If I do, I apologize. But I mentioned quite a few people. I says, look, you guys want to come up? You got to get me before I retire.
Yeah.
Once I walk out that door, I ain't never coming back here.
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Whenever I get to retire, I'll probably be the same way. We're not gonna return back to the.
Yeah, but that was fun. I had a good time. That was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good video. It was a really good video, and it kind of shed some light into like what you do, just to kind of see what it looks like.
It was real.
Yeah.
What you saw was real. There was no, cut, do this type of thing. The only thing was I was concerned about was my vernacular.
Yeah. Ben runs a little cleaner ship than I do,
Yes, he does. Yes, and that's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm salt of the earth type of guy.
Yeah, I like that, salt of the earth. I do. I like that terminology, man. That is awesome.
You were a good show here. I've seen your videos.
Oh, my live streams on Sundays?
You had some good people on here recently. I mean, you had Jay. You had Jay from Sunset on here talking about all the Sunset stuff.
I have Jay on here quite often. This coming Sunday.
And Mike from Train Bid.
Yep.
Mike from Train Bid you had on here?
Yeah, I met him at York.
Again, sorry to cut you off.
No, you're fine.
I'm telling you what you did, okay? But you did a wine out catalog thing like everybody did.
Oh, yeah. I love the catalogs. And wait till this Sunday. We got a great guest this Sunday on my stream. We got Mike Reagan going to stop by, so...
Cool.
I'm very excited about that. I love talking to Mike Reagan. I'm sure you know Mike Reagan. He's one of my favorite people to talk to, so I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, so you are on point, just like the rest of your community.
Yeah,
Your community, the content creator community, the social media, whatever you want to call it, whatever, you guys are on point.
we're trying.
And like I said, since I'm no, I know a few people. Somebody maybe want now. Caleb, you know Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb has
Caleb,
reached out to me. Yeah,
Caleb Easter took me up on it. He had the museum. He came up and did a commercial for us.
yeah,
It was it's excellent. He edited. What a phenomenal job. It was great. Not just because I was in it, but because he's talent. He was just, I never did a commercial. What the hell do I know?
yeah.
He's like, sit in that chair. Just say, we're gonna put the mic on you. Okay. Okay.
He makes really good videos. He does great work.
Yes.
And he
Very
reached out to
talented.
me about he's doing a documentary, and he reached out to me about being part of that at York in April. So I'll be doing that. Which I was shocked when he reached out to me. I'm like, all right, I didn't know you knew who I was, but sure, we'll do that. So.
I do my homework.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, man. But yeah, it's so you had said a little bit ago that this generation, me, the social media guys, whatever, we got to step it up, go to the next level. What is the next level? What's the next level in your eyes?
Man, I don't know. I didn't say you have to, but I'm going to challenge you guys to carry on. Don't sit back on your everybody, because I know there's a lot of you out here watching this tonight. Don't sit back on your laurels. You're in a great place right now. You've got the ear of a lot of people. I mean, I don't know how many followers you have.
7,000.
7,000. I mean, that's a lot of ears listening.
Yeah.
Okay, and watching you, and I know everybody else has, like Peachy and Darkman and like I said, I don't want to mention, because I don't want to leave anybody out.
Well, yeah.
Because I don't want to be that guy. Oh, you left me out. You don't like me. No, it's not. I love you guys. Okay, I love all of you. But you guys got the ears of tens, if not even more, 100,000 people, and they listen to you, and they take your word, because I've seen these things at the social media events.
Oh yeah.
People pay attention to you. They listen to what you say, whether it's Eric or you or Larkin or Will, great guy.
Yep.
Or Peachy or Darkman, doesn't matter. People are taking notes, man, and they're looking and they're going to follow your lead, because you're not just content creators. You're just not doing your thing. You're leaders now, whether you want to be or not.
Right. Yeah.
All of you are leaders in the hobby. Okay, you don't have to be attached to an organization or a group or whatever. You are your own individual bosses. And that's what makes you guys great. You can do what you want. You talk to who you want. You operate what you want. You collect what you want. You do you.
Right.
And that's what I like. And that's why I support it. And I saw, because I can't do that. I'm not savvy enough tech-wise. I'm a techno idiot, like I told you earlier. Okay? I mean, you can ask Stu about the time him and I traveled in the airport. He had to operate my app to get my ticket to get on a plane. I mean, so yeah. Oh yeah, you got to see it's like Laurel and Hardy when we go together. It's really hilarious. But it is funny. It is. He's a good guy, and I'm lucky to have him as a friend.
Yeah.
Really am. And I'm very fortunate to have all of you as friends and acquaintances and people that we can talk to other than trains.
Right.
See, we could talk, we can have a conversation. We can have a conversation of that piss water beer you drank.
Whoa, Kevin, slow it down. You're getting out of control over here.
Well, we don't have to talk about the train.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
But, we do. It is another thing that you do on your channel that I liked. You did challenges. You challenged your audience.
Yeah, with the Woodside Reefers, yeah.
Okay? That gave me the idea to challenge all of you content creators, take it up a notch, because he put an ugly engine out there contest.
Yeah, I sure did.
Zach put the ugly engine, and what did he pick? A BL2. What's so ugly about a BL2?
I mean, just if you just like mine's set up here on the shelf, like you can't see, right? But
I know the
it,
Western Maryland.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
Yep.
it's not even so much it's ugly. It's weird looking compared to SD
Yes,
GP38s or SD40s or
correct.
whatever, right? It's just way different looking than all of the other engines.
Now you had to understand why it looked different because then you got to ask the guys at Baldwin and Lima. That's
Okay.
what BL Baldwin Lima. That's who made it in real life. Because everybody else had them car bodies.
Yeah.
They had skinny bodies already, so they had to come up with something different. Otherwise, just like every other EMD.
Now, see, I like the BL2. I really do.
You were right about the CF7, though.
Right?
You were right about the people. He was right about the CF7. If you guys have ever seen a CF7 up close, what an ugly piece of crap that thing is.
So the funny thing about the CF7 is there's a short line here where I live in Florida, and they have a CF7, and it's uglier than hell. It is.
NYS&W had a couple of them.
They're terrible looking, and I've asked Jay. I'm like, hey, can you make this happen? Can you get these built for us? And they're on the docket from Third Rail, so we're gonna get CF7s at some point.
Oh my goodness!
Oh man, it's there's one of those engines, man. It's so ugly. I've seen it my whole life. I'm like, we gotta make this if we can, So here it is. Here's my shot, But speaking of ugly, you got this ugly ass Met shirt on. I don't know what to do with this, Oh man, that's good times. It is good times. Well, so you're talking about stepping it up a little bit and going to the next level.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know what that is for you guys, other than getting yourself your own TV studio. I don't know what that. Only you guys can answer that.
Well, here's something I think that you can help us with because I know that you have ideas since you are the past president here, the impeached president. You've spent plenty of time at York in your life, I'm sure, and you know a lot more about the TCA than any of us do. What would you suggest that should be done to make York better and kind of make it try to come back to what it used to be at some extent?
This will get me in trouble more than the other one.
Okay. If you don't want to answer, you don't have to.
I'll feed you oatmeal.
Okay.
As we say up here in North Jersey, we'll feed you oatmeal. Some people may not realize, but the York Train Show is an Eastern Division show. Okay, it belongs to the Eastern Division. They own it. They operate it. It's their baby. TCA National has nothing to do with it, although there may be a couple of people in the national level that want to stick their nose in. I'm not that guy.
Right.
Okay, did they bounce ideas off of me? Sure they did. And I think just all but one, I was like, that's a good idea. Oh, except for one. One was not a good idea. And what can they do? I don't know what they can do to bring it back. I think there's more to that question. What can they bring it back than just the York show? I mean, you're talking about one of the premier shows in model train history.
Correct.
That show. Because yes, when the hobby now pre-internet.
Okay.
Pre-internet, that was the place for trains. Post-internet,
Internet wins.
well, I think you guys know that better than I do.
Yeah.
Where to find trains. You can get trains anywhere in the country, the world, wherever. You got direct access to manufacturers now. And so you guys may know the answer to that question better than me.
So the one
I'm going to leave that to the Eastern Division to figure out. Yes, I'm punting.
the one thing that I will say that York will always have that the internet cannot match is the social aspect of it. Whether it be your friends, whether it be you're going to this Lower Susquehanna club, you go to Chris Montagna's house, whatever you're doing.
Yep.
The internet cannot do that, and to me that's what is so special about the York Train Show to me. And I know you're not the president anymore, but I know that you have been tied to that show for a long time, and with the train show, being as large as it is, and now they're changing days from 3 to 2 or whatever they're doing in the fall. It's still the York Train Show. It's still where all your friends will meet up. It's still where you can find some solid deals that the internet can't always supply you. You do get some deals.
That may be possible.
But there's some rules there that I think are a little bit outdated and should be addressed. But that's not my deal, and probably won't ever be my deal. So I'll just have to move on with life. But
No, it's
so one thing I've noticed, real quick question. Like I know Amherst, they sell beer at the train show. Why does
Amherst up in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Why does York not do this? Why can't we not buy beer? It'll make you spend more money, I promise.
Old rules.
Is that what it is? It's not a Pennsylvania thing or anything like that. It's just a
I can't speak to.
oh, okay.
I don't know what their local rules are. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, Springfield is cool. It's cool.
Yeah, it's always bothered
when
me.
I was up there.
Yeah, it's always been a thing that's bothered me because I hear these other train shows, like guys will send me a picture of a beer, and I'm like, not at York, we don't do that, sir.
I think they just have old rules.
I think so. I think that's the likely answer there. It's unfortunate because there's a lot of things they could do to bring that into the modern times and make it better for everybody, not just me drinking piss water.
But one thing you did see, and I know they talked about it, was trying to bring the other gauges in. The HO. I know HO is a monster community. There's a lot of HO guys out there. And I've always told, and I have friends who are in the hobby and they do HO, and I try to get them to come our way. But they're like, oh, you guys are just 3-rail. No, we're not. We're everything.
Yeah.
We're everything. We're a block of, like I told you, a block of wood with wheels on it.
Yeah. And like my thing is like I'm an O scale guy. I'm a 3-rail O scale guy. That's what I do. Like I have no interest in HO, NZ, TT. Well, pick a letter, right? But
Too small. I can't see it.
yeah, right. But I know a lot of people that do. A lot of people that are in my Discord have multiple scales in their collection, and I feel like if you brought some of those scales in, we have plenty of room in the other different colored halls. There's always room. Like we could attract another group of people, and we could add to this. But I'm just a dude on the internet talking, running my mouth, so.
Yeah, but you're dialed in.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm a broken record tonight. You're dialed in. You're part of that community that's dialed in. All you guys are dialed in. So you, like I told you in the beginning, you guys are the hobby right now. I believe you're the hobby right now, which is why I gravitated, because I want the hobby to survive.
Right. Me too.
I want it to survive. I want, kids, grandkids. I want everybody involved in some way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter. They don't have to collect what I collect. They don't have to collect what you collect.
Right.
Something. But you're right about the social aspect. The social aspect is very important. Like I said, I've met thousands of great people in this hobby.
Yeah.
I've met, a handful of anal cavities, but you get that. You get that anywhere.
You do. You get that anywhere, any hobby. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You're going to find those people. They're always going to be there. But like last year, in October, Thursday, York, we all went to the Susquehanna Club. I'm pretty sure you stopped by that night.
Great club.
Yeah.
The Lower Susquehanna Valley with Chris, the both Chris's.
Yeah.
And
John, Don, all those guys.
John is one of the most talented individuals I've ever met.
Yeah.
He is a machine.
He gets things done.
He's a machine. Yes. He's a machine. And so does that club.
Yeah.
That club is riding high. That's a great club.
That is a great club.
Here's the best part about it. They're good people.
They're great people. They're
Yes.
great people. Like they all invited me a couple years ago to come by, and then now I just go to the club. Like I don't get invited, I just go there now. So it is really cool. Those guys are all super open, and they're very kind and nice. They let you run your trains there, and it's unfortunate you're not going to York because they've added some to the layout and it's gotten bigger, which would be cool. But I'm sure you'll see it on the internet. So
No, if I ever travel out that far again, it would be only to go see that.
yeah, Yeah, because that's quite a ways from your house, right? Like what, 3 hours or so, 4 hours?
Columbia is about, I can make it in 3 hours from
Oh,
here,
okay. It's not.
depending on the traffic. See, we got North Jersey traffic here. It could take me a half hour to go around the block.
Oh, that's see.
It could, but
It's not
it
for me.
depends.
It's not
Yeah,
for me.
yeah. No, it's too much. There's too much traffic up here.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Everybody
traffic.
and their sister has a car, and you all got to get to the same place at the same time.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
No parking lots. We got to get there though. So that's good times, man. That is good times. Well, Kevin, we've been on here for close to an hour, and I know you're retired, and you got all night long to hang out. But hopefully, we'll shut this down here because I got things to do after this. But hopefully, I can have you back on again in the future at some point.
Absolutely. Just let me know. I'll come back.
Maybe I'll get you and Stu on here. We'll just turn the whole thing
Oh,
loose.
that would have to be like after hours.
Yeah, with Stu for sure, for sure.
Definitely after hours because I mean, it would fly.
Absolutely, man.
Bullshit would fly.
100%. When Stu gets on here, because he came on my stream a couple weeks ago, and it's a good thing he had to go to the airport to get his wife. Otherwise, we'd all been in deep shit, But
Yeah.
it's good having people like Stu around, having people like you around. You guys are a lot of fun to talk to. But Kevin, I can't thank you enough for coming on the podcast.
No problem.
And
Thank
hanging
you.
out,
And I want to thank all your viewers and content coordinator. I want to thank all you guys again. Thank you from the heart.
Absolutely, man. You're just one of them dudes. You're one of them cool ass dudes in the hobby, and I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to talk to you the few times I have got to talk to you in person. So it was a no brainer for me to have you on here, and I wanted you to come on before all this happened with the impeachment. But
Yeah, my schedule just didn't work out.
yeah, you got more time now. You got more time.
Now I'm retired. I don't have any. I don't belong to anything. Now I'm an orphan.
All right, Kevin. Well, I appreciate you, man, and I know you got plans tomorrow with our friend Stu. So I hope you guys have a blast with that, dude. That'll be a good time. And
maybe we'll call you and crank you.
It doesn't take Stu much to want to antagonize me. So just let him know, and I'm sure he'll make it happen. But
yeah, we'll be having fun tomorrow too.
Absolutely. All right. So for all you guys that are listening, you can hit me up on my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. If it's social media, find me. It's Joker's Trains. Hit up the merch store, get a podcast shirt, help support. And until next time, I'm Hard, y'all. See you. Got character.